Okay, and go. Hello, wonderful, beautiful, and normal-looking internet people. Welcome back to another episode of Okay, I Guess. Today with me, I have a guest voice who simply goes by the androgynous name of Phil.
Hey, how's it going?
So, today, I asked a question that bugs me to no end. What is love? And I'm being serious. I'm not about to do "Baby Don't Hurt Me" or anything. None of that haddaway crap. Look on the inscription.
I don't know because you're not there.
Exactly.
I love that you just don't care.
Yeah, what Phil said. I've always had this question, and the only person I could get to buckle down and debate this with me was Mr. Phil.
Yep.
Who also happens to be one of the grooviest people I have ever met.
Well, thank you.
Also, he's French.
Ah bah oui, c'est vrai ça.
I know a French guy. Yes. Okay, so let's jump right into this. When I was younger, I was always told that love was this bubbly butterfly feeling you felt in your gut when you saw someone, and you're just thinking to yourself, wow, I want to be around this person all the time now. At least that's what my mom told me. I'm not sure if I've had this feeling. Maybe I've had the. You know what? I'm definitely sure I've had that feeling.
I think everyone's had that feeling, but that's not the feeling that lasts. That's not the feeling that is the most protracted with love. That's how it starts.
Apparently, I guess that's like the beginning stage of it.
Yeah, when you care about someone, or when you hit it off with someone, that's when you feel like that. But when you get to know someone a lot more, that, at least in my experience, starts to slowly dissipate or go away and be replaced by different feelings.
Well, yeah. I mean, my mom, I asked my mom if she's been in love before, and she said yes, she has. And, while love is great and all, it can still, in my mother's words, hurt like fucking hell.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, and of course I was young and impressionable, so I didn't know what she meant by that. I freaking know now, but back then,
there's a lot of different ways that love can hurt. I mean, part of loving someone is being able to, weather the storm, so to speak, because it won't always be a good time when you're with someone, but a lot of those circumstances are very different. Sometimes both of you are dealing with a situation where it really, it's not pleasant, but you both have to get through it in your own ways. And then there's other times when you love someone, but they're doing something that hurts you, and you have to find a way to move past that and really think about, do I want to go through this? Do I want to put myself through this? And
yeah,
are the things that I feel for this person enough for me to keep going through this?
I mean, yeah. While I understand that, I think what really bugs me about love is how ununderstood it can be. No one has a complete definition or understanding for it. Everybody has their own interpretation of it. Like,
this is true.
Every single person ever, but there's no documented what the hell this is.
No, there really isn't, and a lot of the more
so, to be honest, everyone's just winging it.
Yeah, but there's these certain stereotypes when it comes to love, just the way that things will be when two people meet, and the whole, oh yeah, you were meant to be with this person sort of thing. That's crap.
I mean,
that's not how it works.
I mean, I would like to think, because I like to be the, I don't know what the word is for it. I don't like to be that guy who's like, it doesn't work that way in real life. At least about all things. Some things don't work in real life at all. And, no, I accept that. But some things, sometimes do. I don't want to be that guy to just knock everything, But you do have a point. You do have a point. You do have merit. Sometimes it just doesn't work like that. You're meant for someone else. And I honestly don't... I mean, who told you were meant for that? Are you saying you were meant from someone else? Or is it fate?
Oh, no, that's just the stereotype that's perpetuated by a lot of popular media, is that there's always one person for one other person.
Yeah.
And, statistically speaking, that makes sense because there's 7 billion plus people in the world, but realistically speaking, you're not going to meet that many people in an average life. And the chances are that there will be some people that won't have a relationship like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's too much of a, emphasis put on that. There's too much of emphasis of, you got to find that right girl or that right guy and get things going. No, you don't.
I mean, you don't. I mean, it's not like they have to. Some of it is not because they feel they have to. It's because they want to. Because, people get lonely. We're humans. We get lonely. It happens. And, sometimes you don't want a long relationship. Sometimes you just want to wake up in the morning with someone else in your bed. Sometimes it's as simple as that. Not wanting to be alone.
Yep.
Because, a friend of mine said this, because, he's all successful and everything. Spent most of her life being successful and doing her own thing and everything. And she told me once, what's the point of having it all if you have no one to share it with?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And to me, she sounded hell lonely. I actually had to give her a hug. Because she views herself as unapproachable now because of how much of a successful business person she is.
That is an unfortunate circumstance, but honestly, in my opinion, it's just so much better to, focus on yourself and get to a point where you can learn to, both live with and appreciate who you are.
Yeah.
And that's really something that a lot of people overlook, I think. They try to find their center in someone else, but that you can't do that and have it be sustainable.
It is.
If you try to complete yourself by being with someone else, things are going to go wrong.
Oh, yeah. Nothing's perfect. Especially if you can't figure yourself out first, then stop trying to figure out someone else.
Yeah, that too.
I used to do that, and that was my problem. That was one of my main issues, but I got over it.
Yep.
And you know what? I can admit that because, I don't hide from my flaws anymore. I don't care. I am what I am.
No, you get to a certain age and you can't feel self-conscious about who you are or the things that you need to work on.
Yeah.
Because that's...
If I feel like going to school in a pink shirt and a pink hat like Timmy freaking Turner in this bitch, then I'll do it. Because maybe I feel like wearing pink. Hell, women can appreciate a guy who's at least a little bit feminine, as long as it's not too feminine.
Yeah, because they already have a pussy. They don't need another one.
Yeah.
But
of course, some girls are kind of into that. There are couples that, the female is the, dominant, rough, tough one, while the guy is kind of the shy one. It's kind of actually interesting to see that dynamic, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Total role reversal, and you know what? It's hilarious to me. Just watching them interact is really fun. Especially when the girl's rough, tumble, doesn't take no shit. But as soon as she's near her man, she's all lovey-dovey and everything. I'm like, what happened to the first girl? What happened? Did you switch? Just do you have a secret twin? Because you were just over there punching that heavy bag like it owed you money.
They're just swapping each other out.
Yeah, it's like 1 minute she's punching the punching bag like it owes her money and killed her family or something. The next she's hopping into this guy's arm like she's a schoolgirl. And, I like that dynamic.
That's pretty impressive on the dude's end to be able to lock that down.
Yeah. And it's also gets me the whole thing, like I said earlier, about the approachable thing. Because, there's some, women and guys out there who, while they're successful and they're like a celebrity or something, they wouldn't mind being approached by average Joe.
Yeah.
And, that sometimes that's the problem with being successful. I wouldn't know, I'm not successful, but, so, as much as some people get all egotistical, some people don't want to be put on that pedestal.
Yeah.
In history, there are kings and queens who had this problem. They're all high and powerful and everything, but they're lonely because, no one's brave enough to walk up to them and ask them about for a cup of coffee.
Yep.
And, that's the lady I was telling you about's problem. She used to go on many dates. And, then she buckled down, went to college, got all this successful, owns her own house, owns all her own shit, including Porsche and everything, and now a guy won't even approach her because they think they're not good enough. Just like out of their league, I guess.
Well, it's something of a double-edged sword because it takes a long time for both men and women, just people in general, to be able to walk up to someone that they find interesting and be like, hey, how you doing? Because there's always that uncomfortable feeling when you're getting situated to how you want to approach people and the kind of people that you like. When you start out, you don't really know what you're doing, and if you get rejected enough, you start thinking, well, it's just going to keep happening, But honestly, I would rather have an honest rejection than
than patronism or something.
Yes, with an ulterior motive,
Yeah, I'd rather not be patronized. If you don't like me like that, just say so.
Exactly.
Stop wasting both our times. Come on. Because while I'm up sitting here dealing with you, I can be hanging out with someone who did say yes and having coffee with them.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what it is with some people. They want their personal relationships to be as convoluted as possible. Oh, I care about this person, but they don't do this right or that right, and I'm starting to think that maybe kind of, sort of. It's like, God damn it, just figure your shit out already.
And again, men do this too.
Well, everybody does it.
Yeah, everybody does it. I try to be fair. Everyone does it.
No, like, both men and women are guilty of this sort of thing. But, I mean, I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to say something a little controversial.
It's okay. You can be that guy.
My 21 years on Earth, I've known more women that do this than men. That's just me.
Hey, if it happens, it happens. Yeah. You're being honest. I cannot fault you for honesty. No one can.
Yep.
Besides, this internet, people are gonna have problems no matter what we say.
Yeah, exactly.
So, my whole thing is, and this ties in with love too. And I have problem approaching people sometimes. My last relationship, that happened by complete freak accident. Like, seriously, out of nowhere. I went into college thinking, I'm going to try to stay single, focus on my life, do all that. And you see, that's the one thing. The one time I go into something not seeking a relationship at all, one just falls out of nowhere. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself every freaking time. Like, the one time you don't want to be in a relationship, and it just happens.
Yeah.
And you're like, I really think that someone is up above the clouds trying to spite me. I mean, again, my religious views. That's going to be another episode sometime in the future. But
yeah,
You know, sometimes I feel like someone's out there specifically on screw window over mode. But oh well. Nearing the end of this video, so final thoughts on this whole thing is love is weird. I can't explain it.
It's definitely complicated, and there's a lot of gray areas between, you know, the differences in the way that men and women approach these feelings. My biggest recommendation for anyone who's actively looking for a relationship is just be confident in yourself and what you have to offer, because chances are, even if, you know, there are a lot of people that do the same sort of thing, you do it in your own way. And if someone doesn't want that, well, keep being you.
Yeah, you gotta be you to the end.
Yep.
I refuse to be anyone else but me until I die.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, to me, love is just... And, you know, there are different types of love, too. Just...
That's true.
I don't know, I just think one-on-one love is kind of chaotic. It's chaotic beauty. There you go.
Yeah, it is. It's like a beautiful train wreck.
It's, I don't know where I heard this before, but it's a perfect imperfection. That was Barkley.
I like that.
Okay, so perfect imperfection is... Thank you for listening, beautiful internet people. Try not to be too pissed at me or my friend. We're just trying to be as honest as possible. I have these questions. I need them answered. Maybe you can in the comic section. So, see you lovely people later.
Yeah, you all take it easy now.
Thanks to my homeboy Phil.
Yep, anytime.
Hopefully we can do this again. See you guys later.
Yep.
Bye.